problem in this country.
Oh, they're famed to Hollywood, but they got their muscles from Joe Weider.
They call it pumping iron. Pumping gold is more like it. There's big bucks in big biceps, but it wasn't always that way. 20 or 30 years ago, bodybuilding was a curiosity at best. Many saw bodybuilders as muscle-bound freaks in a circus sideshow, but that has changed dramatically. The man responsible for that change is the father of bodybuilding, Joe Weider. In 1935, when Joe Weider was 13 years old, he got sick of being pushed around by neighborhood bullies, so he started working out. In 3 years, he won his first weightlifting championship. Now in his early 60s, Joe Weider is still lifting weights. He sometimes trains with his star pupil Lou Ferrigno, whose home gym is fully equipped, to say the least. You've brought along such people as Arnold Schwarzenegger, Lou Ferrigno, Rachel McLeish. Does it give you a lot of pride to see how far they've come?
Of course, I'm very proud of it. I'm glad when they exceed me in anything I did in the past. It just makes me happy. It means that I'm a pretty good teacher.
I have to concentrate. We didn't hear you.
Joe is justifiably proud of his protégés.
Great.
His clout in the sport is vast, but is it too vast?
Going to the top of bodybuilding, usually we all would need Joe Weider because Joe gives you the exposure in his magazine, and also Joe contest is the Mr. Olympia contest, which is the highest competition you could win today.
All the top bodybuilders know Joe Weider can make or break their careers. Is it any wonder they sing his praises?
Weider, good morning.
Joe Weider is the Horatio Alger of muscles. He published his first magazine when he was 18 years old. Initial investment, $7. Today, Weider Enterprises is an empire, and the lobby of the Woodland Hills headquarters boasts a larger-than-life bust of the emperor himself. Besides publishing 5 magazines, Weider markets an extensive line of vitamins, health foods, and exercise equipment. Weider Enterprises is privately owned, so its finances are confidential. But it's safe to say that annual sales far exceed $100 million. Not a bad return on a $7 investment. The key to this success is simple. Today, there are about 35 million people in the U.S. who lift weights. That's a lot of customers. Perhaps the biggest change in Weider magazines and in the sport itself has been the acceptance of women. Women like the amazing Rachel McLeish. When shooting Rachel for the magazines, Joe uses top fashion photographers like Dick Zimmerman.
Joe, you tell me when it's perfect. It's perfect right now. Good.
Putting Rachel McLeish on the cover sells magazines, but it's a two-way street. By appearing in the magazines, Rachel earns an estimated $250,000 a year, chiefly through endorsements and sales of her book, Flex Appeal. When did it become okay for women to build their bodies, to lift weights?
I think in bodybuilding, it started about 1979, 1980, when we began promoting the first Miss Olympia contest and featuring women bodybuilders in a magazine.
In spite of all of those advances, do you think that bodybuilding today is still thought of as a masculine sport, not feminine at all?
Well, some people still think about that way, but it's not so. And I think eventually that all of us will have a different version of what women should be and could be.
When Mr. Weider offers advice, Rachel listens, and with good reason. Rachel is the only two-time winner of the Miss Olympia crown, a title sponsored by Joe Weider. The crowning achievement for any male bodybuilder is to win the title of Mr. Olympia. This contest is sponsored by none other than Joe Weider. Once you've seen this contest, you'll never again ask, where's the beef? Nowhere else can you see such perfect pecs, such legendary lats, such devastating deltoids. For those who worship muscles, this is the ultimate celebration of mass.
Well, our little workout's over for tonight, and in my case, I guess it was a little, wasn't it? We'll see you next time. Good night, everybody.